Hello everyone, I hope you're prepared for an unforgettable lesson. Today we are going to be reviewing short stories. Now, we all know novels, we all know plays, we all know comic books, but what are short stories and how do you define them? We're going to be answering that question through the lens of The Simpsons. Let's find out. So what is a short story? Well, a short story is a brief work of fiction. It focuses on one or two main characters and on a single problem or conflict. To understand a short story, look for 4 elements. The first is the setting. This is where and when the story takes place. Following this are the characters. They are the people within the story. The main character is the most important character. After that, you have the plot. A plot is a sequence of events in a story. The plot contains a problem that the main characters need to solve. Finally is the theme. The theme is an important message about life that the author wants the readers to understand. A story can have more than one theme. To better explain what a short story is, let us examine the steamed ham section of the episode of The Simpsons titled 22 Short Films About Springfield. As you watch the clip, keep the 4 elements of a short story in mind. Let's watch.
Well, Seymour, I made it, despite your directions.
Ah, Superintendent Chalmers, welcome. I hope you're prepared for an unforgettable luncheon.
Yeah.
Oh, ye gods! My roast is ruined! But what if I were to purchase fast food and disguise it as my own cooking? Ho, 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 ho. Delightfully devilish, Seymour. Superintendent, I was just stretching my calves on the windowsill. Isometric exercise. Care to join me?
Why is there smoke coming out of your oven, Seymour?
Oh, that isn't smoke. It's steam. Steamed from the steamed clams we're having. Steamed clams.
Ooh.
Superintendent, I hope you're ready for mouth-watering hamburgers.
I thought we were having steamed clams.
No, I said steamed hams. That's what I call hamburgers.
You call hamburgers steamed hams?
Yes, it's a regional dialect.
Uh-huh. What region?
Upstate New York?
Really? Well, I'm from Utica, and I've never heard anyone use the phrase steamed hams.
Oh, not in Utica. No, it's an Albany expression.
I see. You know, these hamburgers are quite similar to the ones they have at Krusty Burger.
Oh, no. Patented Skinner Burgers. Old family recipe.
For steamed hams.
Yes.
Yes, and you call them steamed hams despite the fact they are obviously grilled.
You know, one thing I should... Excuse me for 1 second.
Of course.
Oh, well, that was wonderful. Good time was had by all. I'm pooped.
Yes, I should be. Good Lord, what is happening in there?
Aurora Borealis?
Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
Yes.
May I see it?
No.
Seymour, the house is on fire!
No, Mother, it's just the Northern Lights.
Well, Seymour, you are an odd fellow, but I must say, you steam a good ham.
Help! Help!
Now that we have watched the entire Skinner and Superintendent segment, let us analyze it as if it were a genuine short story. To begin with, we have the setting. The setting is at the Skinner household in Springfield, USA during the daytime. We know this as it is set during a luncheon. There are 2 main characters for the story. They are Principal Seymour Skinner and Superintendent Chalmers. There is a minor character as well, Agnes Skinner, Principal Skinner's mother. She is heard but not seen throughout the entire segment. The plot is fairly simple. Principal Skinner invited Superintendent Chalmers for a luncheon. However, he ruined his prepared roast, causing him to quickly buy fast food as to save face. Skinner then is forced to lie repeatedly to his boss about the meal and his now burning kitchen. Eventually, the meal is concluded and Superintendent Chalmers leaves the burning house. The conflict presented in this section is that of the lies that Skinner repeatedly tells his boss, and whether or not the superintendent will believe them. Finally, the theme is up to interpretation. One theme of this story is that while lying can get you out of immediate problems, it will always come back to bite you in worse ways. For Principal Skinner, he might have outsmarted his boss, but his house is now on fire and his mother's life is now in danger. Altogether, this is how one would analyze a short story. So in conclusion, we've examined the 4 criteria needed to determine what makes up a short story through the lens of The Simpsons. I leave you with the following question. Now that we've examined my personal interpretation of the theme of this short story, what were your thoughts? What was your opinion on what the theme is for the steamed ham segment of The Simpsons? I'm Mr. Padovani. Thank you for your time. Be well.